Hey guys, good evening everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss JD for another episode of our daily stock market insights. And in this video, I'm going to cover some of the trending stocks. At the same time, I will also prioritize the requests you dropped in the comment section of my previous video. So those are our priorities. But before I get started, I'd like to invite everyone, if this is the first time you're watching my video, I am Miss JD. I do review stocks in the Philippine market, US market, and sometimes cryptocurrencies. There you have it. So feel free to hit the subscribe button so you're always notified. All right, so let me first discuss the index. Okay, so far we are, let me just remove the background, just a quick one. Over here, remove settings, and then appearance, watermark. Okay, so it's clean. Okay, so we are currently just resting at the resistance area in the short term for our index. Okay, so as you can see right here, in our Bollinger Band, this is the midline, and the midline in our Bollinger Band is the moving average in the past 20 days. So that's your MA20 line. And so far, it has already been the third day, and we are just moving within this area right here in our MA20. So I would have to say that at the moment is currently respecting our resistance area in that MA20 level. Okay, so most likely our top 30 companies in the Philippine market are also in the profit taking area or in the resistance area. But we are going to check them out one by one, because this is not really representative of the fate of all the 30 plus companies, right? So we really have to check into each one. At the same time, I'd like to also quickly talk about this. Okay, so I got this update because I am part of, I have an account in eToro, so I would also receive some updates there. If you are also into the cryptocurrency space, you would notice that in the past few days, our Bitcoin, which is the king of all currencies and cryptocurrencies and tokens, there it has been rallying in the, I think it's almost in the 48,000 level now. BTC, USDT. There you have it. It's already in the 47-ish thousand level, and we are already picking up after that long drop, and we're already recovering. And where is that bullish sentiment coming from? So I would have to say this plays an important factor in that lift in the performance of Bitcoin. So right here it mentioned that Bitcoin has surged around 15% over the last week to hit 47,000, lifting the total crypto market value above 2 trillion. So the gains come as Bitcoin continues to embed itself in the global financial system. And since last Monday, Wall Street giants Goldman Sachs and BlackRock have both made big moves towards crypto, as Russia weighed accepting Bitcoin for oil. So I think this is a key influencer of this big move, given that, Russia needs to really find options quick to ensure that their economy will still be sustained, given all the economic sanctions that EU, NATO have imposed towards this country. So I think this is a big influencer of that. So also in terms of technicals, it's just slowly recovering. We're not even in the resistance level in the long term. Short term wise, maybe yes, but if you are to look at it long term, we have just in in our weekly chart, we have just crossed the MA20 line. So this is a breakout. Technically, if we finish this week above the MA20 level, we have just broken the downtrend here. So for instance, this one, we are using a weekly chart. If we're able to end this week above the MA20 line, then definitely there will be more actions to the upside. And at least, and also we have this news backing it up. So it's not just a bump and dump thing. There's really a trigger to this type of movement. So I think for those people who are just considering the crypto space, this will be a very good opportunity for you to start studying it and find those tokens or those currencies that are first, probably you can focus on the more stable ones, the big players. So you can go to coinmarket.com and review the background of probably the top 10, top 20, and you can start from there. In terms of technical analysis, I personally use the same methodology here. I use my Bollinger Band, my RSI, the volume, and the candlesticks as the main tools when I analyze the chart. So same concept, but just be mindful that when you want to engage in the cryptocurrency or in crypto, volatility is so big in that space. So there's really high volatility. Long wicks can really happen intraday. So I think you have to prepare for that as well. Okay, so that's my 2 cents on why the cryptocurrency or our tokens, our cryptocurrencies are rallying at the moment. Because once Bitcoin moves, chances are the other tokens are also moving almost in the same direction. You see Ethereum right there, BNB. So these are the major tokens. I'm also into AXI. Let's find out if it is also moving in the same direction. See that AXI has been rallying in the past few days already. SLP starting to, this one for position trading, this is really good because we've reached the bottom. Looks like we have already bottomed here, and we're also starting to recover. We are up by 5% just today, and the rally really happened during this period. We're already above the MA20 line, and we're starting to push the price even higher. This one also has a good catalyst. We're about to transition to version 3. And for those people who are into AXI, you know what this means. They're making a lot of updates in the gameplay of AXI as a whole. And then SLP, which is the token that we earn when we play AXI, there will be more opportunities for burning mechanism once the origin comes out. Hey, so those are my 2 cents in the cryptocurrency and AXI tokens. Now let's discuss the index. So I've done that. Index is currently in the resistance level. So let's talk about your requests. One is coming from Ichiru World. Thank you, Miss JD, requesting Pure Gold. Let's check out Pure Gold. Pure Gold, okay, nice. So Pure Gold has been on a decline for an extended period of time. And then this is already the second day where we have a very where we have big moves. Okay, so it started with the breakout here on the 28th, and then 29th there's follow through. So I would have to say there's really a possibility that we will have a continuation. That just take note though that we are approaching a short-term resistance right over here. So so for those people who are considering to trade this, okay, I'm talking about trading this. In the short term, there's a possible resistance at 36. But if you are into long term for this one, this is still an okay level. But I know that you can still haggle. What you can probably do is wait for that rejection somewhere in the resistance area, and when it pulls back, that's when you enter. Because for me, if I'm a position trader, I would already find this a bit on the expensive side. because it's already up there. So in case the market gives you that good fluctuation intraday, anywhere, the nearer you are to the 34 level, the better. Just just a peso, right? But if the volume you're entering there is really big, then you would really feel the difference in the price. But if you're just doing test buy, then a small, 1 peso difference is unnoticeable. Okay, so my take here is anywhere from 34, 34. Yeah, the nearer you are to 34, the better. If there will be fluctuation intraday and it reaches that level, but just know that there will be a possible resistance somewhere at the 36.48. But overall, of course, your upside here is really nice. Okay, we have reached possibly the bottom already for this stock, and we could, who knows, be rallying up to the 44 level or the 54 level, but we are still within very near the support area for long-term investors. The next is I am reading. So Teresa wants me to review RLC and Ali. RLC, another REIT, right? This is a REIT. No, no, no. Okay. This is Robinson Land Corporation, and very steady climb. So this is the kind of movement for long-term investors. This is the kind of movement that we want. Steady climb, and then fluctuations are just, tolerable. And like if we have a very steep rally to the upside, chances are when it drops, it's also massive. This one is just steady. So I'm thinking this will still continue to respect your MA20 line as we move higher and higher. But if you are going to do position trading, I would have to say this is not an area where you will enter at this point. We're studying this in the assumption that you are just studying an area where you could profit take. Okay? Because if you are into position trading, this must be the level, not this level. Okay, so where could we potentially take profit? Okay, short term wise, this is the next resistance. Weekly chart here. Okay, that's your next padidito. I'm gonna plot it somewhere here because I have this March, Feb 17th and 18th, you had that, and you also had this area whereby each time that level is hit, there's rejection that's happening. So chances are when we go back to that level, you might experience the same fate. And that is very near the area where we are at right now. So again, my 2 cents here for traders, especially for position traders, this is not the area where you will be entering. At this point, we're already assuming that you may have already entered somewhere here and you're just wanting to know where you can take profit. However, if you have already accumulated somewhere in the support area and you are considering to add more, then the nearer you are to the MA20, the better. So take advantage of those fluctuations and then add more. Okay, so those are for long-term investors. RLC and let me see, Ali. Ali is okay. Ali is currently moving below the MA20 line on a weekly chart. So let's find out if the sentiment is still bearish. Okay, it is indeed. Okay, so at the moment, we are bearish on this stock. We got rejected. Look at this. This is your hint. You have your doji right here. Third day of hitting this area, you got rejected, and then you got a doji right there. That could have been your cue. Then what happened next? Today, we had a gap down. So if you want to add or if you want to enter in this stock, because this is also a good stock, It's just that the market sentiment is really on a decline for this stock. So try to wait for your support area. Probably if you experience a bounce somewhere in the 34.57, that would be a much better position. So most of the time, they would want to wait for a green candlestick to come out with some good volume, paired with good volume. That would be a good uh, level to start considering. At this point, chances are we could revisit 34.57 first. So just wait. No need to rush. If you don't do anything in a day, that's fine. Don't be trigger happy because I'm not sure if you've also experienced this. When I was starting, I feel so excited every day. I wanted to do something every day. Even though the buy or the sell is premature, I would be so tempted to execute things. So at this point, given the tenure that I have now in the market, I have more days of not doing anything. My action is just a few minutes per day, and that's it. Then the rest, I just watch the market. So let me know your thoughts if you also have experienced the same. So for now, just don't do anything. This stock is still going to probably revisit 34.57. MBT is next. MBT at the moment, okay, we're also in the resistance area. Second day of red. Okay, so for those people, for those people who may have entered somewhere here, you can probably lock in some gains and then wait for it to go down. Or better yet, if the profit, your profit is still not mature or it's still small, don't do anything because chances are it will still go back. This is just 5% from a possible support. So I would do nothing at this point and expect for a pullback. Now, when that happens, I suggest prepare because this would be a good buying opportunity once it goes back to 51.99 or the nearer we are to 51.99. Okay, so and I will not be scared or surprised if it happens. Rather, I would look at it as a good buying opportunity. So 51.99 for our support. Right. So let's check out Dito. Dito at the moment is also being rejected in the MA20 line. So still strong at 5 peso. 5 peso level. I feel that will still be revisited. Okay, so let's see. For now, I'm on the bearish side. I think there'll be another red day for this stock. But then again, it's just making the support really strong at 5. Okay. Look at this. I think we're nearing the exhaustion. We've exhausted the selling pressure because we only have few, the decline happened today, but we only have small volume. Chances are people already feel that, hey, stop, that's already enough, and we've reached the bottom. Could be, right? But I'm provisioning up to the 5 peso in case there's fluctuation. The next stock, let's try to go. Okay. ACEN. ACEN, we managed to cross the MA20 line, but we got a red today. So, but then again, the nice thing here is we already are moving above the MA20. So I will just have to put our support at the 8.14 for those people who want to start accumulating. This is an area where you can accumulate. Okay, so still for me, I'm still bullish for ACEN overall because I love the business model. This is into the renewable energy and managed by really trusted company. This is under the Ayala group. So I think this is still okay. 814 would be the support area for me. If you can do test buys in that level, even better. You have foreign buying, by the way, today. Okay, I think that is it for this episode. Feel free to hit the subscribe button so you get notified, and you can also drop a comment if there is a stock you'd like me to review. For now, guys, thank you for watching, and bye bye.